How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Air Jordan 7 Retro SE in the Hare 2.0 colorway. Today's video is sponsored by ShopTagger. ShopTagger is a shopping app that you can add either on your computer or your phone, and the dope thing about it is it notifies you when certain things that you're looking for go on sale, or when there's coupon codes you can use to make sure that you're getting the best deal that you can for that special thing you've just been waiting to buy. To be honest with you guys, it's actually really dope that ShopTagger reached out to me, because this is an app that I've been using for the past few months already. You know, oftentimes on YouTube with sneaker reviews, people are often just reviewing like the super hype stuff which sells out right away, but my shoe collection consists of a lot of pairs that aren't really hyped, and more often than not, those pairs you can grab for under retail when they go on sale online. So I use ShopTagger to flag those shoes or the hoodies or whatever I'm looking for, and it gives me instant notifications when those items go on sale so I can save as much money as possible. So it's real simple. You just go to shoptagger.com, and if you're doing this for your computer, all it takes is a quick sign up for an account, and you can add it instantly to your Google Chrome plugins. Or if you're looking to add it to your phone, it's just as simple as downloading it through the App Store. Once you have that set, just hit up your favorite website, for example, in my case, Nike.ca, and then you can start saving your favorite items to your personal list. And for me, I just kind of set it and forget it, and then ShopTagger will either send me a notification to my phone or an email or mobile message when any of the items I saved go on sale, comes back in stock, or if there's a coupon code I can use for it. Another feature I want to bring up to you guys is ShopTagger's cashback. So this is a feature that I believe is coming soon, and the way it works is if you shop at any of ShopTagger's top retailers, you automatically earn a percentage of real money back on top of what you spend. So as you can see with ShopTagger, there's so many ways to save money. So that's why I've been using it for the past few months, and it's something I truly recommend you guys at least check out through that link down below. So visit their website, read more about it, and you'll quickly see how straightforward, how simple it all really is. So diving back to the shoes, these Air Jordan 7s released on April 8th for a retail price of $250 US or $330 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is neutral gray, summit white, and pink foam. And I did want to give a huge shout out over to Foot Locker Canada for sending me over this pair. This shoe is nicknamed the Hare 2.0 because it's unofficially associated with Bugs Bunny. The original Hares were an OG colorway of the Air Jordan 7, but this pair takes the bunny inspiration to the next level. First off, here's a quick look at the box, and these come in a special edition box. It's all white with this carrot graphic on the top. We have this Jumpman on the bottom left corner, and then inside the box we have the special edition paper as well. As for the shoes themselves, this is your Jordan 7 silhouette, but instead of the traditional leather upper, in this case the entire upper is covered in this synthetic bunny fur, which is done in this neutral gray color. So you see this fake rabbit fur is found on both the toe box, along the sides of the shoe, and then as we move downwards, the middle of the ankle flaps is constructed out of a soft pink leather. And on the lateral side only, we have this Jumpman that's embroidered in here as well. Below this we have a soft tumbled white leather, and then embossed on the lateral side of the back heel, we have the style code 130014-100, which is a nod to the style code of the original Hare 7s. On the back heel, we have this triangular overlay, which is done in a combination of red, green, and purple. And then connected to this, we have this nylon pull tab, which is also done in light gray. The laces in this case is a flat style gray lace, but they do come with pink lace tips. And in addition to the gray laces, Jordan Brand also gives us a secondary pair of pink laces as well if you want to match the color of the tongue. Underneath the laces, we have your neoprene tongue, which is done in this pink foam color. Because this is made out of neoprene, it is going to be very stretchy and it'll hug very well to your foot. And at the very top, we have this Air Jordan branding done in white and red. As with all Jordan 7s, the tongue is connected to the rest of the shoe, so it gives you this one-piece booty-like fit. So as we peek into the top, you can see this neoprene tongue connects to the sides and the back Achilles area of the sneaker. Pulling out the insoles, we have these custom Jordan 7 insoles with a white Jumpman logo on the heel. And then moving out, the upper of these Jordan 7s sits atop this foam midsole, which is pretty much entirely painted in white, but we have these hits of gray on top of the heel and forefoot, where you can see portions of the milky semi-translucent outsole wrap up and cover the sides of the shoe as well. And then encapsulated within the midsole but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Air Sole technology. Flipping the shoe to the bottom, so here we have your traditional Air Jordan 7 outsole. We have this circular traction pattern running throughout, but we have these semi-translucent milky pods on both the forefoot and the bottom heel, and it's finished off with a purple Jumpman on the back. In terms of sizing, my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. Because of that one-piece neoprene upper, As I said earlier, it really hugs well to your feet, so sticking true to size for this pair was perfect for me, even though my feet are a bit on the wider side. Next up, from a comfort standpoint, the Jordan 7 is decently comfortable as far as retro Jordans go. It's definitely more comfortable than, for example, a Jordan 6, but the technology is still pretty basic, so don't expect anything too soft, but it'll be fine for just an everyday casual sneaker, and it's also decently lightweight as well. So with all that being said, let's lace up these Hare 2.0s and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. I gotta say, Jordan Brand really pushed the boundaries with this shoe. They really took the concept of Bugs Bunny to that next level, and while I can't say I really like this shoe, it's still a little bit too extreme for me. I gotta say, having them in hand, they are nicer in real life than they are in pictures. At the same time though, the retail price is just extremely high. 250 US or 330 Canadian dollars is just absolutely ridiculous. So I wouldn't be surprised if these end up heavily discounted or even hitting Nike outlets. I feel like people would be a lot more receptive of this pair if it was priced like a normal Jordan instead. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about these Hare 2.0 Air Jordan 7s. Price point aside, how do you guys feel about the design of this shoe? Is this something you guys think you could pull off, or is it just too way out there that it's an obvious pass for you? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go and visit my website at seango.ca. Before I end this video, a huge thank you goes out to Foot Locker Canada for sending me over this pair. And of course, one final shout out goes out to the sponsor for today's video, Shop Tagger. So be sure to check them out, links are down below. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.